Right, the mic's on. Yes, you're on. We're ready to get it on here with the workout. Let's get your body warmed up, everybody. 30 seconds is going on the clock. I'm going to start that out. We're doing a squat and tricep kickback. Jason's demonstrating this for you right here. Sitting those hips back and sitting into that squat. We're keeping those heels down. Chest is staying up, and then that nice press back where the palms are facing back behind you, getting a little stretch, a little flex in those triceps. If you did a tricep workout recently, which we did, you're feeling that stretch right there. In the legs too, we've been working it. I'm sure you guys have been working it hard at home. Last few seconds here, and we're gonna switch it, work on some upper body stretching and warming up. An external shoulder rotation. So you're keeping it at shoulder level here. Bring those elbows back as far as you can. Then get those arms vertical, slide it up as if there was a wall behind you and you're sliding the back against the wall. Back down, elbows at shoulder height, and then level it out and repeat. Alrighty, everybody. We have a 2-station freestyle for you today. So that means we have 3 stations where the first station has 2 moves at it. The second station has 2 moves at it. You're now doing lateral lunges for your warm-up. So 30 seconds here, toes are forward, and you're gonna sit those hips back, let the chest come forward a little bit, really press into that foot that you're leaning towards as you guide yourself down and press in to get yourself back to that A-frame leg neutral position. So 2 stations have 2 moves at them, and then the freestyle station has 4 exercises at it. And you're gonna be going for 35 seconds each exercise with about a 6 second break in between those exercises, those 35 seconds. Now we're gonna do a lunge squat right here. If you're ready to jump through it, great. If you're not quite there, go ahead and step through it. Step into that reverse lunge, 1 on each side, and then sit into that squat. So we're going for 35 seconds each exercise and 3 rounds. So that freestyle station, because it has 4 exercises at it, it's gonna feel like one big long station for you. And then of course those others with 2 moves will feel a little bit shorter. So if you wanna set your timer at home, if you have an interval timer, it's really helpful if you're into checking on the time and having that and being able to hear that. You guys are going back to your squat and tricep kickback. We got a nice profile view of this one here. Alrighty, everybody. So again, 35 seconds with a 6-second break in between and 3 rounds. Alrighty. We're going to start showing you guys your exercises. You're going to keep going with that squat and tricep kickback. Our plank walk 360, you can gather from the name, you're going to be moving in a high plank in a circle. So hands are under shoulders. You're taking tiny steps with your hands and your feet. Take your time to have that coordination. You guys are going back to your external shoulder rotation right here, 30 seconds. So if you can, in the time given, maybe you can make a full circle or maybe only half, that's okay. But we are gonna change the direction up. So if you're going clockwise for 1 round, you're gonna go counterclockwise for the next round. And we have 3 rounds to do on that one, of course. The move that you're pairing up with here at station 1 is a tricep pulse. You can add in a light set of weights. If you need to pause the video right here, grab yourself a light set of weights. Honestly, little 5-pounders are enough for this move, or maybe if you have a couple lighter ones if you're newer, or you're watching out for your triceps. Back to your lateral lunges, nice wide stance, toes forward, shift it side to side. So you're gonna have those weights in your hand and pulse with those palms up. You can also do it without any weight here, working those triceps and squeezing and pressing. Alrighty, everybody. So that's station 1. The 2 moves at station 2, we're gonna be on the ground for as well. A side plank reach through is our first exercise. So let's start off on that left elbow right underneath the left shoulder. You're gonna put yourself in a high plank position. All right, you're going to your lunge, and squat for your warm up. So you're gonna reach that arm through. Notice he's following his arm with his head and his whole body is following along, getting that big rotation in, and then nice, open it up, shoulders stacked. If you need to modify this one, you can be off that bottom knee. Just make sure your knees are about aligned with each other, that bottom knee not way far out. And you're gonna do that same thing. We're gonna do the opposite side on the second round and alternating half and half for round 3. We're gonna pair this one up with a sky crunch. You can add in a lightweight here. You're going back to your squat and tricep kickback for your warm up here. Alrighty, so that sky crunch, everybody. You're on your back four. You're gonna extend those arms and have the weight right over the shoulders, knees bent, flat feet. You are coming up using that weight as like a little counterbalance. So go ahead and come all the way up if you can, all the way into a sit-up. Nice, sitting up nice and tall at the top. If you need to modify this one, then you can just keep a crunch, keep those extended arms for that sky crunch. Alrighty, you're going into your external shoulder rotations for your warm-up, and we're going to show you the freestyle station. Move number 1 of 4 is a forward jump squat with a bear crawl back. So this one's going to take a little coordination here. You're going to sit into that squat, big jump, and then get that nice flat back, and then you're going to be crawling backwards for a few steps, and then you're going to be ready to get that big jump in again. Set yourself up, get that nice flat back, and kind of reach back with one leg, and then take that opposite hand back and nice and flat for that bear crawl. If you need to modify that forward jump, you're just going to stay low, take a big wide step, and then set yourself up for that bear crawl. All right, that's move number 1. For move number 2, you can stay in this position to start down on the ground. You're going to lower yourself for a push-up, or you can start at the bottom here and raise yourself up for a push-up. So you hold that Superman, and then you're gonna lift yourself up with a push-up, lower yourself down, and then reach out, hold that Superman, make yourself like a boat, squeeze those legs. If you need to modify the push-up, you can do that off your knees and then go back to your Superman. So you're gonna do one Superman, squeeze and hold, legs float up, arms float up with control, and then that push-up. Alrighty, you guys are going to your lateral lunges for your warm-up here. Move number 3, a tricep push-up. We're on our side. So you're gonna have so when you're on your left side, you're gonna have your left hand on your right shoulder, on the top shoulder, and that right hand is underneath your elbow. You're gonna press into that right hand, working that right tricep, and lower yourself down. So we're gonna be on one side for the first round, other side for the second round, and alternating on the third. You're now going into your lunge, and squat for your warm-up. I did a mini one. You guys can get lower if you can. Last one to show you at the freestyle station number 4, a Y plank to a high plank. So he did the letter Y with his body. Now he's in the high plank. So the Y is wider than your shoulders and out in front, and then you're going to come back underneath your shoulders. You can take your time with this one, walk it out, and then back in, nice tight core. All right, you're ready to go, everybody. Woo! And we got a fun little finisher for you guys. We're going to utilize Coach Jason's help for some good tips on that finisher as well, because he's got the sweet moves. So we'll do that one together. Okay, guys. Let's go for 35 seconds. Alrighty. 35 seconds is on the clock. We're starting with that plank walk, everybody, in that 360. So set yourself up. If you have those handles for your wrists, you can use those, or a set of weights to keep your wrists more aligned. Otherwise, flat hands on the floor. And we're going to get our 360 on. So rotating, you can go clockwise or counterclockwise. Ready, set, here we go. Good, guys. We go nice flat back. You're taking tiny steps with your hands, tiny steps with your feet. You don't want to reach too far and compromise your rotator cuff or strain anything. So take your time turning in this circle. Nice, guys. You want to picture your hips or your belly button has a center point, and you are rotating off of that. Good, guys, good. Keeping it, your hips are not too high to strain your low back and not too low to put too much pressure on the shoulders. Tuck it up under. Last few seconds here, you're almost done. All right, we're gonna come down to the belly for those tricep pulses. Grab your light weights. Ready, set, here we go. 35 seconds is on the clock. There you go. You got palms up and you are pulsing. So you're kind of holding from the waist up. You're holding a Superman a little bit, squeezing the core, lifting the chest a little bit, and pulsing those triceps. That way the face is off the ground and you're really working those triceps. Whew! If you can keep going the whole time on this one, amazing. If you need to take a little breather, come down, rest, and then go back into it, that is okay. 7 seconds, everybody. We want to work at a good level, high level. That is subject to you, of course. 3, 2, whoo. All right, we're back to that plank. If you rotated to the right last time, let's rotate to the left. Here we go. Making that circle, getting that 35 seconds in. Good, guys. Yes, if you have your timer set at home, it is in line with ours, and we're going to keep it on that good pace. And of course, I'll let you know if I pause it between stations so you can pause as well. Doing great. You got your jams pumping at home, body fired up, getting a great workout in. Taking those tiny steps here. You can modify this one and be off the knees, but just watch out, of course, if you have a tough surface underneath you, maybe hardwood floors or in the garage. You're not going to want to be on your knees if you're in that case. All right, let's come on down. We're ready to pulse it. Ready. Here we go. Palms are up and we're pulsing. We are squeezing and flexing our body, just making a tiny motion, a tiny pulse up for this awesome tricep pulse, everybody. Getting those little muscles fired up and strong. Nicely done. This is a small motion with a big feeling, big impact. Whew, good work. Nice, guys. Good. Shoulders are down away from the ears. You got 8 seconds left to go right here. Way to squeeze. Way to work, Jason. You're working at home. Let's go for a couple more seconds, everybody. 3, 2, woo. All right, it is round 3 time. Let's go back to that plank walk in 3, 2. Here we go. We're ready to make that 360. Tiny steps. Good. Don't go fast on this one. We want to stabilize. Notice how still his hips are. I'm going to tell you guys when you're halfway through so you can switch directions, turn that circle. All right, let's switch directions. Let's head the other way now. Good. Maybe you're stronger heading one direction than the other. That's okay. Just take note of that, and we'll do our best to build you up nice and evenly on both sides of your body, guys. Good. Way to work. Last few seconds here. Stay in that plank. 3, 2, whoo! All right, last time. Let's come on down to the stomach. Ready to pulse for those triceps. There we go. There we go. Nice. Body is flexed and on it. Good. Just little pulses. You're not going for a big range of motion here, but you're getting a lot out of it. I know you are. Whew! We want these moves to be tough to go all 35 seconds long. So get yourself to that point. If you need to up the stakes, you go right ahead, guys. 10 more seconds here. If it's tough for you as it is, good. You're in a good place. That's where you want to be. Embrace that. A few more seconds, everybody. Almost there. 3, 2. All right, we are pausing the clock right there so we can get set up for our next station. Okay. Whew. Okay, we have 2 floor moves, everybody. You're going to use 1 weight for our second exercise and no weight for the first one. Let's start off on that left elbow underneath the left shoulder. We're going to restart our clock in 3, 2, here we go. 35 seconds is on the clock. Reaching it up. There you go. You're following that hand. You're either off the side of the foot, which is more difficult, or you can have staggered feet, or modified would be that bottom knee is bent, but you still have that bottom hip lifted off of the floor. Nice. Good. You're getting those stacked shoulders at the top right there. We're down to the home stretch. 15 seconds or less. Whoo! Good. Way to work this one. Nicely done, guys. Don't be afraid to reach through there past those ribs. Last few seconds. 3, 2. Whoo! All right, let's go on our back for that sky crunch. Ready, set, here we go. Good. If you have a weight, I like it. That was a good move too. So if you have a weight, you're going to add it in right here. You can do this one without a weight, but believe it or not, it's a little bit easier with the weight because you get a little counterbalance to almost help you come up. If you're modifying this one, you could do a little bit more of a crunch at the bottom, but you can also go a little bit higher than you normally would because you have a little bit of help and a little counterbalance. Think of like a teeter-totter a little bit in motion. 7 seconds right here, everybody. Whoo! Good. Sitting up nice and tall at the top. Last couple. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get that right elbow under that right shoulder. Ready, set, here we go. We're set up, we're ready to go. We're either in that extended high plank position or we have that knee tucked underneath for our modification. Whoo! Good, guys. Jason has a big range of motion. He basically almost looks like he's going from a regular plank with both elbows down to a side plank. He gets a huge rotation in. It's okay if you can't get that big of a one in, but that is a good thing to shoot for. Look at that control. That's a lot of core strength and a lot of shoulder stability. Awesome work, everybody. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, whoo! All right, let's go back to that sky crunch to wrap up round 2. Ready, set. set. Here we go. Coming on up in the exercise and in the world. Yes, we are. All right. Good, guys. We got those feet planted. Knees are bent. If you want to make this move a little bit tougher, if you move your feet in closer to your glutes, you get less help from your legs. So that's going to be a little bit harder. If you need a little bit more help, take those feet out a little bit farther. You'll feel like you get a little bit more counterbalance, a little bit of more help from the legs if you need that. 7 seconds, everybody. Whew, good. Keep that good pace in. Nice. If you're doing a crunch, you're going faster. 3, 2. All right. One more time each exercise. Let's go back to that left elbow. Ready, set. Here we go. Reaching it up, shoulders stacked, and then follow that hand. Take it through and then open it back up. Take your time on this one. Nice, slow, and controlled. Don't rush it. All right, let's flip it over and get that other side. Now we're on the right elbow, reaching that left arm up, taking it through, and then back up. Whoo! Good, good. Nice. It feels good to switch right in between there, that 35 seconds, and work a solid half and half. I like it. All right, guys, we've worked both sides, and we're on it with that switch up. All right, rest it. We're coming back to that sky crunch. Flip it over onto the back. Ready, set, here we go. We're taking that weight up there. We're keeping those extended arms. So after a little while, we get a little bit tired. We want to bend the elbows, but let's challenge our shoulders, challenge that nice strong frame, shoulders down away from the ears, and keep those extended arms. Keep them right over the shoulders at the bottom, and then as you sit up, they move over your shoulders overhead at the top. Good, guys, good. Whoo! Nice. Make sure you have a good weight for this one, not too heavy, not too light. 5 more seconds. Good. There you go. You're almost there. This is it. 3, 2. Very nice. Okay, we are pausing it for a second here. We are going to go into our freestyle station where we have 4 brand new moves. In 13 seconds, we're going to start with that forward jump squat and that bear crawl back. Alrighty, everybody. We put 15 seconds in between those stations if you're adjusting your timer. We're going to go for it in 3, 2, press start. Here we go. Going for it, guys. Get that big jump and then landing, bending the knees, and then set yourself up to go backwards. So take your time on this one, getting that nice flat back in. We're going for that big leap, and you're going to catch yourself with those feet planted. Nice. Good. Though, getting that bend, getting into that squat, lowering yourself down for that flat back to do those bear crawls backwards. Bear crawls backwards are tricky, so if you feel uncoordinated or unpracticed at this one, that is normal for this one. You'll get it down. Don't worry. Give yourself time. Last few seconds, everybody. 3, 2. All right, move number 2 is a push-up and a Superman. Ready, set, here we go. So if you start in that high plank position, lower yourself down. Good, reach out for that Superman, squeeze the glutes, lift the legs and arms, bring those hands back underneath you, and do that upside of the push-up. Very important, don't leave your hips behind here. Make sure you squeeze your core so your hips and chest come up together for that upside of the push-up. Good, guys, good. You can also do that push-up off the knees. Way to go. Just make sure you're not leaving those hips behind. You really got to focus on breathing through that push-up. Squeeze and reach out there for that Superman. Last few seconds on this move, everybody. Good work. 3, 2, whoo. All right, we're going to lay on our left side for that tricep push-up. Let's put our left hand on our right shoulder, and then that right hand is underneath the left elbow. Press into that right hand and come on down. Good, guys, good. Whoo. Nice work. So you're in this position and you're pressing and getting that crunch. We see that crunch Jason's doing right there. He can get almost all the way up to almost like looking like a seated position with those shoulders. Good, guys. It's okay if you only get a little range of motion. The more your hand is underneath your elbow, the tougher it is. So if you need to move it out a little bit, help yourself, you can. Final few seconds. All right. Move number 4, everybody. We're going from a Y plank to a high plank. Ready, set, here we go. You could do this one off the toes. It's more difficult. Or to modify, you can be off of the knees for that plank. Just make sure those hips aren't up in the air, whatever position you're in. Take your time. And remember that Y should look different from that high plank. And you really want to focus on bringing those hands back under the shoulders for the high plank. They're going to go wider than the shoulders and out in front for that Y, and then back underneath. Just 10 more seconds. Way to be stable here. Keep your hips super still as much as possible. Try to minimize that wobble. Focus on the core. Last couple. 3, 2, Whew. All right, we're going back, guys. I'm gonna pause it for you so we can kick off round 2 with a little breather. Here we go for that jump squat and bear crawl back. 3, 2, let's go. We're going for it, guys. We're going for it. Getting that big leap in. You wanna try to cover that distance. Use your arms for momentum, and you're nice and stable for that bear crawl backwards. Boom. Awesome. If you could pause it and get a still on that one, you see some awesome positioning of the body. Good, guys. Trust yourself and go for it with that big leap. There you go. If you're modifying, you're doing that low step forward, big, long, and wide. Yes, 6 more seconds right here, everybody. Way to go. Nice. Working on that backwards bear crawl. Press into those arms. All right. Push up and Superman, everybody. Ready, set. Here we go. You're lowering yourself for that push up. Remember, when you come up, hips and chest should be one unit. Try not to leave those hips behind and only lift the chest and arch the back. Squeeze it. You're a moving plank. Good. Lower yourself with control. Try not to plop down too much where your hips are leading. Again, chest and hips together. There you go. Reaching out for that Superman. Flex those glutes. Flex those legs. Float everything above the floor for a second. 6 more seconds right here. Beautiful work, everybody. Final few. Give it up. Give it up. 3, 2, woo! All right, we're finishing up, and you get a longer break after this. Here we go. Y plank to high plank. All righty, everybody. Yeah? Do we? Oh, tricep push-up. I'm on the wrong move. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, tricep push-up. Jason's keeping us in line. Thank you, sir. Here we go. 35 seconds. We're on the right side now. So our right hand is on the left shoulder, that top shoulder. We're pressing into the bottom hand, that left hand. So we're working our left tricep. Good, guys. Good. So the closer you have that hand to you, the more underneath that elbow, the tougher it's going to be. So if you need to take it out in front a little bit or minimize the range of motion while you're working on this move, totally fine. If you're more advanced, you got it nice and tucked in and you're getting that big range of motion in. If you're somewhere in between, great. Take note of it. You're good to go. We'll get you farther progressing. And rest it here. Now we're going from that high to Y plank. Ready, set. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Getting after it. Whew. Good. If you're doing this one off your knees, can we show him one off the knees? There we go. Notice how he doesn't have his hips high up in the air, everybody. He's keeping that nice slant, whether he's going to that Y plank or back to that high plank, really kind of tucking it under. Nice. Good, solid lines here. There you go. This is going to take pressure off of your shoulder as well if you need to do it off your knees. You have 6 more seconds. I'm going to give you a longer break after this. Stay with me. 3, 2, woo! All right. We only have one more round left of that freestyle station. I told you it was going to feel like one big long station. So one more round, 4 more moves. Okay, here we go, everybody. We're gonna kick off our final round of our freestyle station with that forward jump squat and that bear crawl back. Ready, set, here we go. 35 seconds is on the clock. We're landing it and coming on back with control. When I'm going backwards for my bear crawl, I like to think about reaching one leg back and then taking that opposite hand back. That helps me out. Find a groove for yourself, working on that bear crawl. Jason's giving you a great example of that nice, powerful leap, trying to get low and trust yourself. Really leap over that puddle. Nice, guys. We got 7 seconds, everybody. You're making it. Last time on this move. Give me your final few seconds, solid as ever. 3, 2, whew. All right, push up to Superman. I'm gonna let you breathe a couple extra seconds here. You really fired up that heart rate. Woo! Okay, push up to Superman, 1 and 1. Ready, set, here we go. Good, guys. You could either start with that Superman or start with that push-up. Either way, you want to make sure you're using nice control with this one. Good. Giving yourself that good energy. This is a beautiful workout because you're here and you're doing it. Getting that health and fitness on. Proud of you guys. Home stretch right here. Whew. Good. Squeeze. Nice. Really focus on tensing everything up while you're in that Superman, and then use that nice control for that awesome push-up. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, whoo. Okay, tricep push-up. Let's start off on the left side, everybody, and we're going to press into that right hand. Good. So while you're on your left side, you have your left hand on your right shoulder and you are pressing into it. You're just gonna roll over and switch hands in just a few seconds. Get a couple more in on this side. Alrighty, let's roll it over. Now you're on your right side, everybody, and you have your right hand on that left shoulder, that top shoulder, and you're pressing into that left hand. You're feeling your tricep work. Good, guys. On the back of the upper arm here. Good. From the back of the shoulder all the way down to that elbow. Last few seconds. 3, 2. Good. All right, this is it. High to Y plank. Ready, set, here we go. Whew. If we were looking at you from the ceiling down, we could tell what that Y looks like, that big capital Y, making those nice lines in that V shape, and then your body is the stem of that Y. Yes. Nice work, guys. Good. Take your time on this one. Bring it back, hands right underneath those shoulders. All right, you've got it. You've got 12 seconds to go. You're almost done, everybody. And then we're gonna get into that finisher. Your workout is coming to a close. Just a couple minutes left of it. Final few seconds here. 3, 2. Woo! Nicely done, everybody. Okay, we have a 3-minute little shoulder arm combo for you for your finisher. So we're gonna take some awesome guidance from Jason here, and we're gonna pump through a few different moves. Alrighty, we're gonna pump through a few different moves, really working and following the cues, and you guys are just gonna do as much as you can, as quickly as you can for this one, cycling through. Okay, so our first one is going to be, with no weights, guys, a lateral raise to the side. Let's go for that one in 3, 2, 3 minutes, let's go. Good, guys, good. So you can have that staggered stance like he does. You're not lifting up your ribs, bringing them down. Good, you're going to just shoulder height and back down. So don't take it up above the shoulder. Good, focus on the nice controlled motion of those shoulders. Good, guys, good. Palms are facing down and then they come to your sides. We're gonna switch it now. Palms are facing each other. Again, going up to shoulder height and back down. You should feel a little breeze on your arms here because you're moving with a nice quickness and control. Good, guys. We have no weights here. We are just pumping it up. Way to go, everybody. Whoo! Nicely done. There you go. Now we're switching it. We're doing a scaption raise. So that means we're making it nice and wide, like we're going to hug somebody, letting those fingers come back behind the thighs, and then out to shoulder height again. Really rotating these muscles down back here, feeling that control. Feel it in your shoulder blades. Feel it in that upper back, down to those ribs on the backside there. All right, guys. Good. You're looking good. Looking good. You have 1 minute out of the way. All right. We're doing that bent over fly. Palms are facing back. Whoo! We have that nice flat back. Little bend in the knees with those hips back. Good, guys. And you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. They're staying on the same plane as your shoulders, and those palms are facing back behind you. Squeeze and open up. Bring those hands back together all the way down there. Nice. Good. All right. Changing it up again. We're doing that external shoulder rotation. We did that one for the warm-up, so you know this one. Nice and flat. Shoulder height. Rotate. Glide up. Back down. Good, guys, good. We're getting that reach out too. There you go, reach out in front there, just like you were reaching out for your Superman. We're adding that part in to that external shoulder rotation that you did on that warm-up. Good, all right, you're almost down to your final minute. Keep working it, keep working it. Keep that nice, good pace and control. We are fired up right here. Oh yes, upper body's in motion. Way to squeeze, way to work it, everybody. All right, we're changing it up. Notice he has his thumbs down, fingers really flexed and open here. Good, guys. So this is like the scaption raise, but we're switching it up. We're feeling it in different muscles on the top more versus in the back. You are feeling it in the back a little bit, but it's in different spots than you were the first time. Really flex those hands. They're facing outwards. Thumbs are down. Squeezing, guys. Good work. All right. Just about shoulder height and back down. Good. All right, we're doing it again here. Just like you would with a chest press, you're bringing those palms together and flexing, bringing it down. You can tell Jason is flexing his muscles. You have 13 seconds. You guys keep that body engaged. Nice, nice strong clap, nice open chest. 5 more seconds. This is it, everybody. You're almost there. Way to work. 3, 2, Woo! That was a beautiful combination, sir. Yes. His face also expressed that was a beautiful combination. Thank you for that. Woo! All right, you should be feeling pumped up, everybody. Yeah. So if you were ever going to take like a flexing upper body selfie, now's the time. We just worked our upper body. And so those muscles have a little extra oomph to them, a little extra blood to those areas. So you're ready for your pumped up upper body selfie right here. Okay, let's stretch you out. We're going to come on down, everybody, into a scorpion. So we're going to take your chest down to the floor. Let's take that left hand. If you're a clock, it's going to be at 9 o'clock. You're going to press that left shoulder, the front side, into the ground while you take your right leg up and over. So you're getting a nice twist in your torso, a little stretch there, while you also get that nice chest and shoulder stretch here. Thank you so much for joining us today. You, whether this was your first workout or your 100th or somewhere in between, or maybe even more, we loved having you, and we will focus on that progress over perfection, of course. Let's get the other side on that scorpion. Now we're pressing the right front of the shoulder into the ground and taking that left leg up and over. Watching for Jason for cues here, and I'll do my best to describe it so you can follow along easily. Whew. Alrighty, so no matter where you are, this is your first workout, or maybe you're a couple weeks in, a couple years in, we love having you, and we try to give you that awesome variety, and you are a boot camper. You're official, whether this is your first one, or again, you've done a ton. So we're doing a child's pose next, everybody. You're pressing into those palms, keeping those arms extended and elbows off the floor, really pressing that chest towards the ground. You're getting a nice stretch in those hips and glutes on the back side there. The distance between your knees is your choice. I like to have a little bit wider knees and my feet closer together, and some people like to keep both closer, so that is up to you for this stretch. We're going to thread the needle next. Keep one arm extended, and you're going to weave it through. So if you're weaving your right arm through, your right shoulder is down and your right palm is up. And go ahead and let yourself turn to that side. And then we'll hold that one. And then when you're ready, we'll switch sides, press into that opposite arm. Now you're taking your left arm through. If you were just on your right, left shoulder down, left palm up. So you're still getting that hip stretch, and you're, of course, getting a nice stretch in those shoulders, really releasing those lats there. Whoo! All right, what a good workout. You guys feel free to do some more stretches. We had an intense workout, so if it were me, I would probably spend at least 5 more minutes stretching because I love my stretches. But for the sake of time, we will say good day to you, everybody, and we loved it. Hopefully you loved it just as much. Had a great workout, all kinds of invigorated, and you feel nice and lively for today. We will see you next time, everybody.